or pull cord, if that make bell.
It's that big Phil. I love this. I love the broken Russian.
Brother Ron would have so many knocker jokes.
Mm.
Oh, jeez. Give me just a minute here. I'm trying to grab a map.
Out of character, that's my favorite thing about your character, Adam. The whole broken Russian thing. It's just superb.
It's a caricature of one of my family members who's from Russia, and he speaks great English, or spoke. He's lived a long life, but my great grandfather, who came from Russia, an immigrant, did wonderful. I'm just eating up time while so feel free to interrupt me anytime, Violet. So he's the inspiration and spoke wonderful English, with not quite as much of a caricature as this accent, but that's where I got it from. So
Nice.
All right.
I'm a fan of the literalness.
Oh yes, that I got from him. That's for sure. He no idioms, no colloquialisms.
Yeah.
That was not.
Reminds me of Drax.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. So it was he was a great guy. Yeah, I only knew him a little bit, but he was great. Great inspiration for my dad and my grandfather and me.
All right. I have the map. Give me just a moment here to move y'all over. It's just a really quick find a mana map type of situation. So as you approach the banner, you can see it's in the nice part of town, the noble part of town, more towards the center, in a really nice, wealthy kind of spot over here. You can see there's a well manicured foliage out front and a nice little garden path that leads up to the front door of the tall, the very tall building, covered in glass and just beautiful, like stained glass on the front of the building. Give me just a moment to drag your tokens over. Mm-hmm. This is not a full color map, unfortunately, but that is okay.
I like it.
Okay.
All I see
Got a
is
bit of a Winnie
black.
the Pooh aesthetic.
Winnie the Pooh's rich as shit. What are you talking about? That's what that 100-acre woods is more like 100 acres of gold.
Oh, bother.
Yeah, he's just old bother because his stocks can't rise up anymore because he was sued for monopolies.
By the
All
way,
right,
I
so-
still can't see my health bar.
That's really weird.
Me
Give
neither.
me-
I can't see his.
That's really weird. 1 second.
Maybe he doesn't have editing permissions?
Am I immortal?
Oh, wait, that might be why. Hold on.
The immortal. Sorry, I had to go there.
Aww.
Okay, what about now? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, cool. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but
I cannot see it. So I think you said visible to editors, but not to everyone.
I feel like my god has been
can you
taken
see
away.
can you see the bar?
I
No,
can.
no bar.
I can't either. So I think you made it so that.
Yeah, I don't know why. It says player permissions, see and edit.
Yeah, but it's to the player. I think.
You are all players.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know if I'm much of a player. I have a one-woman
All
man
the
myself,
world's
but what can I say?
stage.
Oh, wait, no, I have it. It's a separate thing. There we go.
There it is.
Ken's not a player. He just crushes a lot.
I don't know how to take that one, but okay.
He's a player.
No,
not a
nobody.
player.
Note that, Joe. No, nobody.
Okay, now it is fixed. So as you stand out in front of the massive Blaze Wound banner, you can see huge stained glass depictions of all sorts of historical-looking scenes, the specifics of which are kind of muddled in the details, but it looks very pretty. You can see candlelight flickering from the various windows out in front, and there is a massive set of iron doors out front with a large pair of knockers.
Whoa, perfect.
Yes, yes.
So Bashnia will walk up to doors and use knockers.
All right. As you knock on the door, you hear the sound echo into the manor, and you see a few moments later as a few footsteps sound behind the door, and then the door creaks open barely like half a foot, and you see a somewhat pale face of an older gentleman with scraggly white hair looking out at you, and he just says, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Privyet, hello, is Bashnia. Nice to meet. And your name?
I am Stiller and Blazewound Senior. What do you need from me?
Perfect. We have just come from Junior U, and he says hello and also help, and we are here for help.
Oh, you spoke to my son.
Duh.
Okay, and are you helping to get him out of the jail?
We solve problem.
You solve, so he's out?
No. We will solve problem so then he's not in trouble anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still
Okay.
being framed.
Yeah, so two questions. One, what is Ghost? Are you familiar with Ghost?
I'm familiar with the darker ends of magic, yes.
Yes, so is accusation that Junior U make Ghost in Adventure Hall, and we want to prove is Ghost, is not Ghost, if Ghost, get rid of Ghost. So yeah, why Ghost?
I mean, there's a ghost. What more do you need to know? Just get rid of it.
Yeah, but why Ghost?
I don't know. It wasn't me. It wasn't my son.
Okay, how make Ghost?
I'm going to approach the door.
You see as the kind of perplexed Stiller and Blazewood Senior looks out the door and sees you approach and just says, I don't quite understand what's going on here. What do you
Look,
need from me?
Look, we're trying to solve the ghost problem, and we're trying to figure out how the ghost was made, and we're trying to figure out who else could have done it besides your son. So can you help us figure that out?
Well, listen, plenty of people could have done it, okay? Anyone with powerful necromancy magic could have done it. And just because our family is somewhat proficient, more than the average, in that strain of magic does not indicate that we have anything to do with this, okay?
But
So
how many of those people have a problem with your son?
Nobody has a problem with our son here.
They have problem with you?
No. I mean, yes, I mean, there's tons of people around here that hate our guts for no good reason. They just don't understand who we are. They don't understand that we are perfectly fine people. We just have different beliefs, is all.
That sounds very unfair to Bashnia.
It is very unfair.
It sounds like hard times, maybe undeserved tough times for you and family.
Yes, I agree. Tough times indeed. Listen, I don't fully understand what exactly you need me to do. I've given all of my information to the god already. So unless you have information for me, I'm afraid I can't help you.
How about a motive?
Salt, with your 26 insight check, this guy seems a little dodgy. He doesn't seem like he's lying, but he does seem like he's not interested in talking to these people. For what reason, I don't know if you're entirely sure, but you definitely get the gist that he does not want to talk to Bashnia and Madrash. And it's not you can tell with the 26, it is not just because that they are intimidating figures. It's just he doesn't want to talk about this particular thing.
Maybe he wants to talk to Salt? You said you were looking for information. What kind of information are you looking for?
How to get my son out of the jail. That's my primary concern.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so there are many ways to get son out of jail. Way one, prove ghost is no ghost. He's something else, not son's fault, not son's problem. Way one. Way two, we find ghost, we punch ghost into no more ghost. So anything can help with way one. Either thing will help with no ghost. Number three, we can prove son not at place where ghost make. We have story from son of alibi. Are you familiar with son's comings and goings on day of ghost make?
I wasn't keeping track of him on that particular day. I am busy with my studies on most days, but I believe he was off from his adventuring work that he had taken up. I don't really approve of the adventuring work that he does. If I'm entirely honest, I would rather him stay home and apply himself to his warlock studies, rather.
Are you familiar with name Ergel?
Urgel?
That's the one.
His name of person in town.
No, I can't say that I do. Salt, I think when he says that, you definitely notice a glimmer of something about that particular name that he's not telling you.
What else do you know about Urgel?
I don't know anything at all, I'm afraid.
But if you have any information about him, it might help us release your son from prison.
Your son used name Ergel as his alibi, but no one give any information to Bashnia about Ergel, so he's bad alibi. But if we had good alibi, different.
To be honest, I don't see how it could possibly help.
It would help his alibi, so that we can prove he doesn't deserve to be in jail.
Dead.
One of those two things.
Urgel was his imaginary friend as a child.
Okay, yes.
He hasn't spoken to Urgel since he was barely higher than my knee.
So this is question unrelated. What is maybe source of Sun Warlock power? Maybe deal with creature, maybe deal with some kind of imaginary creature.
I can't get into the details of our family pact. We are protective of our secrets.
Oh, but is it a shared, like everyone has same pact?
I'm afraid I can't delve into that.
Oh. Because if it is pact, that means is still entity who he talked to, who can still corroborate story. No one care whose story come from, only that true.
Listen, I cannot give you details about our private family secrets, especially not about our warlock pacts. That is a hard no on that one.
Okay, I understand. Difficult times. So, if we have to deal with ghost, you, Mr. Ghost expert, how deal with ghost? Punch, yes? Many punch?
Well, you would need a silvered weapon or powerful magic, preferably radiant magic, maybe vulnerable to that.
If I take pile of silver coins in hand and punch ghost, will work?
I don't think it would. If you hit a ghost with a silver coin, though, they would certainly feel it.
Okay, this is helpful information. Okay, so anything else that you can tell us about perhaps maybe character witness, perhaps other information, perhaps he helped little old lady in between jobs of adventures. That's great for if is an Inquisition. People love to hear stories of old ladies.
I'm sorry, what was the
I do.
I didn't quite hear you say.
asking if he has a character witness, or if anyone else can vouch for the comings and goings of his son.
He says, "No, I'm afraid not. We try to keep our lives private here. There are many who would see us run out of town if they got the chance, so I try not to give anyone too much information."
Okay. I understand. Okay. So, are you familiar with son abilities? Like, could you prove that your son cannot make ghost?
I He might be able to produce a spirit, or summon one. I
So, how do we
His
prove?
magical manifestations have been a bit different than ours usually are.
Oh, so it's easier to identify. This is good.
Different how?
I haven't seen him summon any spirits or the like, if that's what you're asking. Different in the way that he knows a few spells that we don't, and vice versa, which
I'm
is
gonna
not
try
typically how this
opening
works.
a window so that I can
But
slip in.
I'm afraid that is as far as I can delve into it.
Okay.
Pause for just a moment. So, Spicy Adam, you said you wanted to climb through a window. All of the windows are stained glass, which means that they don't actually open
Do
without
I see any way to possibly get into the house via chimney or some other thing?
So you would see that around the right side of the house, over this side. Wait, I don't know why it's not letting me paint. There we go. Around this side of the house, about 30 yards or 30 feet rather, around this corner, there is a chimney on the roof, but it's a little bit of a ways up.
I can try climbing it.
Okay, athletics check to climb.
Technically, Salt can fly down the chimney. I do have flight.
Did she notice me slip away?
Not with a 25 stealth check, she didn't.
Yikes. Yeesh.
All right. Yeah. I think with an 11, I think you get maybe about halfway up before you lose your grip on the unfortunately well kept cobbles, and plop back down into the grass. No worse for wear, but unsuccessful on your climb. It does not give up your stealth though.
I can try giving it another try in a bit.
Okay. All right. Minty Adam, what is your question?
I'm going to type it if we wanted to keep going on the other side. That's fine. For sake of additional elimination of family suspect, where is other son in all this hullabaloo?
Are you talking about Akranti?
I am.
Akranti is home with me. He's been home
Yeah,
for the past few days.
and during event he is home.
Yes.
Can I speak with him?
I'm afraid not. I don't want to get him involved in all of this.
Is it because he does not speak common? Is that problem? I can speak giant. Can giant help?
He speaks common. I just don't want to get him involved. I don't want to stress him further. He's busy with his studies.
Oh, it's not a question of whether he's involved or not. He's already under microscope. Oh wait, that's another thing they'll have. Anachronism. Oh no.
I mean, they might have microscopes. I don't know.
Have spyglasses.
He's already under spyglass as part of family. This is very difficult. If we could talk to him to help with his alibi as well.
Okay. Salt, I think you would notice out of the corner of your eye, from like behind the door, Madrash is like waving his arms at you, trying to get your attention.
Cool. Do I need to do a stealth check to follow him?
To slip away without being noticed, I would say yeah.
It's gonna be me.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Yeesh.
Nope.
Not with a 5.
Salt, you try to carefully step away from the conversation, and I think you accidentally step backwards off of the stairs and like tumble down the stairs and like plop onto the dirt path below. And you see as Stillern Senior kind of steps out from the doorway a little bit. Says, "Oh, are you all right?"
Yes, I'm fine. Nothing to see here.
I bury my head in my hand.
I'll just be on my way then if you have no more information for us.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Good luck on your quest, I suppose. Please do what you can to get my son out of jail.
I promise I will.
Do you have any say with the local guard? Because Captain of Guard would not let us investigate ghosts until we talk to Sun. And Sun has no additional information. And you have no additional information. So cannot go in to investigate ghosts and save Sun. It's very confusing. Anything you can help?
Yes, I believe what they told me was that both, basically, the adventurers. You're not the first group of adventurers to come asking about this. If you are able to get my son to confess to something he did not do, then they will allow you into the compound, it seems.
Okay, what if, and hear me out here, and do not look anywhere else while I'm talking to you.
Wait, what?
Look right in the eyes, looking nice.
Mhm.
You give note from you, indisputably you, suggesting your son confess to lesser crime, so that, or accidental ghost perhaps, so that we can go to Adventurers Guild and grab. You use fake confession from son, bring to Adventurers Guild, give to Captain, go in guild, figure out ghost, hopefully prove ghost not son or not related to son. Drop charges, son all good, everyone wins. Perhaps lie about the fake confession. Yeah?
Yes, but what happens if you are unable to prove my son's innocence?
Same thing that happens right now. Currently, son is in hot water.
Yes, but I need you to get him out of that hot water.
Yes, I'm saying he is in hot water now. Confession to accidental ghost does not add hot water. Water already hot. You cannot put hot water back into bottle. Well, you can, but then bottle is hot.
Okay. While you're distracting him, Bashni, you take an inspiration for this very good spinning. I love it.
Okay, so where is the chimney on this house? I can't see it.
I'm going to try and kind of reveal it a little bit without revealing too much. But
Okay.
boop.
Is that approximately right? Yes.
Yeah.
Dang,
So
I
you
wish I
can-
had wings.
All right. So you can fly up to the chimney and float down if you wish. And as you are floating down the chimney, you can see that there is no fire lit, luckily, but it looks like there was one fairly recently lit. So there are still hot coals in the thing. So if you want to get out, you'll kind of have to drop down and get out quick. So there's a risk of someone being in the room when you do this. They would most likely see you. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Let me reveal the room. As you quickly step out of the chimney stack and into the room, you find yourself in a very dramatically lit library. You can see there are shelves upon shelves upon shelves of books, all surrounding a group of chairs that are all very finely upholstered. There is a large pitcher of what appears to be wine that has been decanted into it, and several glasses on the tables.
What kind of wine?
Giving it a sniff. Go ahead and roll a perception check. With a 14 perception check, you are going to guess that this is a fairly nice, full-bodied red wine blend, probably about 3 to 4 years old. It's very
All
nice.
right. Very nice.
That sounds like cheap wine.
Okay, so do we know already if there's like a back door or a side window that I can sneak my friends through?
I don't think y'all quite have really done that level of reconnaissance necessarily.
Okay. All right, then I will just keep going, and it looks like I'm sorry if I'm incorrect, but so first of all, I'm going to check all of the bookcases and see if there are secret hidden doors behind any of them.
Ah, a wise move. Okay, go ahead and roll another perception check for that.
And can I see her through the window?
Because it's stained glass, it's a little I guess distorted. But yes.
Is he on the second floor or the first floor, or is there multiple floors?
1 sec, sorry.
I try to signal her as best as I can to find the back door to let me in, and I'll start heading that way towards the back.
Give me just a moment, sorry. Roll 20's fighting me on revealing something.
Yeah, it was looking like a Van Gogh.
Right.
The fog of war is very thick, my friends.
Okay. Whew. Okay, sorry. So Madrash, you can see her kind of silhouetted in the windows, moving around in the darkness.
I lightly tap on the window just to let her know I can see her.
Salt, you hear a tap on the window.
Okay, I'll give him like the hand up signal, like yes, I see you. I'm gonna keep looking for a back door. I guess whichever of us finds one first is good. I'll let him in if I find one first, and he can try to pick his way in if he finds it first.
Gotcha. As you begin to pluck the books off of the shelves, and I guess I'm assuming you're putting them back, or are you just like ransacking the place?
I mean, I'm specifically looking for secret passageways or secret doors in the bookshelves.
Gotcha.
Please tell me there is one.
Well, as you are looking around for things, you don't find any hidden passageways or secret
Aw.
levers or anything, but you do find stuck between the pages of one of the books. You can see that there is a very old-looking key that has kind of put an indentation in the pages of what appears to be an old fiction novel of some kind.
Interesting. Okay. I will pocket that. Leave it for later.
The book is called Night in the Woodshed.
Interesting. Okay. I will probably pocket the book as well, just in case it has any interesting clues for us.
Got it. I'm just going to reveal the exterior of this building. Okay. So Bosnia is still distracting the guy. And then Salt, you pocket the book and the key. Yeah. Madrash, you circle around and you find a back door. You can see it's a pair of large iron doors. This time, though, they have circular metal windows embedded in them, each with a couple of bars over the top.
I do test the door handle just to see if it's been left unlocked.
You test the door handle, but it has been locked, unfortunately.
This is where a rogue would have been more handy, but let's see. I guess I just need to wait until Salt opens the door.
Okay.
Okay.
But-
Then I will probably work my way generally towards the back, which is where those doors are kind of headed anyway. So that I can let my friends in.
As you kind of lean against this pair of double doors, I'm going to assume you're going to like pause for a moment and listen a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of place your ear to the door, you can hear the sound of soft footsteps in the hallway just outside this door.
Okay, can I sort of tell, are they heading away from the door or towards the door?
It
Anything
sounds
like
like
that?
they're heading towards the door. They sound like small, light footsteps on carpet.
Okay. Hmm. I don't really see any good places for Salta Claus to hide, but I do have pretty good stealth. I mean, I went down the chimney.
She sees you when
Okay.
you're sleeping. She knows when you're awake.
I mean, the only place to hide would really be just behind one of the large decorative armchairs.
Yeah.
Could
Okay.
climb up the chimney.
That is
That's
true.
true. If it sounds like the footsteps are coming towards the door, like they're going to come into this room,
They do
then
something like that.
they do. Okay. Then I would probably just hide. I don't know. The chimney seems risky because what if they light a fire? So I guess I will
Climb up.
hide, like, duck behind a chair or something.
Okay. You duck behind a chair, and a few moments later, you see as the door begins to slowly open, and there is just a long pause after the door opens, and then you hear a small, faint voice just say, "Hello? Is there someone here? I thought I heard a noise."
Santa Claus is silent. Santa Claus is the night.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for that.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear the small, what sounds like a child, take a couple footsteps, and then you just hear the voice just say, "Ugh. Oh, jeez." And then they walk back out and close the door behind them.
All right. So at that point, I will head back to the door and listen again to sort of hear if I can tell if they're like leaving the room or not.
You
If
hear,
they're going to the room.
yeah, you hear like kind of faster, slightly more rapid footsteps heading this way, away from the door.
All right. Then I will slowly open the door and like peek to make sure the coast is clear.
Got it. You peek and reveal this little hallway right here. You can see that there's another door, a pair of double doors across the hall, and then to the left is what appears to be maybe a living room or a foyer of some kind.
Cool. All right.
I think roughly about this point is when I believe Zelia and I think Atlas were going to arrive. Does that sound right?
Definitely Zelia.
I had thought they were they waiting for the guy to get a message?
Well, they said within a few hours, unless we want to
Oh.
just sit there and wait a few hours.
I thought you were going to go to the manor afterwards. Is that correct?
I was,
Well,
yeah.
Bosnia said to meet up in an hour, and I'm guessing if they must be at the. I don't know if they said a specific place, but I'm guessing the group's been there for long enough. So, if anything, I'm sure her and I would be like, yeah, must be. Maybe they're still at the manor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the plan was to meet back at the guild hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay, if it's been past an hour, I'm gonna say I would just think it's safe to assume that if Zelly and I've been there for over an hour, it's like maybe they're stuck.
It hasn't been an hour yet.
Oh, it hasn't. Well, then I guess her and I would still be there then. At least I'm gonna guess that. If Zelly wants to stay, go head over there. That's fine. But I'll be just staying at the guild because I'm saying, well, might as well just wait. If Zelly wants to head out, that's fine.
Okay. One moment. Zelia, you arrive at the manor, and you can see Bosnia is talking someone's head off in the entryway to the manor.
Okay, Zelia is going to go up to Bosnia and just give him a big hug and say, "I've missed you. How's it going? What are you doing?"
Oh, it's so good. I was just telling this nice man how it's so difficult to plant beet in frozen ground, but within
Oh, it's the worst. Have you ever
it's
tried
so
it?
difficult, but very worth it.
Not even my best spells can pierce the ground sometimes.
Speak of spells, this man says if we have ghost problem, you be super helpful. Man, this is High Priestess Zelia? Yes, High Priestess is the title you go with? Yeah. If you have any tips for make not ghost, this is the person who needs them right here.
Ah,
Hello. You're
hi.
are you here to collect your friend here? Because he yeah, I really ought to be going back to bed now.
Oh, would you like Bashnia put you to sleep?
I would not like that at all. No.
Oh, I am very good at rocking people to sleep.
Mm.
Also sing lullaby.
It's true. All the
Good.
I should let you know that I am happily married, and I would not like a grown man to rock me to sleep. But
Oh,
thank
I
you.
he's got a gentle touch.
That is
I
very
also have enough arms to also rock wife to sleep.
well. No, that's kind of you to offer, but I really should be going.
Oh, so Azov talked to San. That was last thing. You called him down. We talked to him as well. Yes.
My other son.
The little one.
No, I'm afraid I'm not comfortable with that. Sorry, I don't want to involve him in this, as I said before.
Oh yes, we talked
Breathing
about
really
that,
deep.
and then you said you would bring San.
No, I said I would not bring my son.
Oh, this is not how Bosnia remembers it.
The guy is like rubbing his temple with frustration at this point.
Sir,
Hopping back.
it would only be maybe one or two questions. Surely he's still awake, and we could have just a moment of his time.
Well, while this conversation is going on, we're going to hop back to Salt because I know Madro is just kind of
Okay.
waiting for Salt. So Salt, did you want to like step out into the hall?
Yeah, I think I will move into the hall and go through the doors directly in front of me.
Gotcha.
Listening at the door first.
Got you. You push the doors open to this room, and you see it is what appears to be a storeroom. There's various barrels full of fruits, grains, meats, and things preserved in salt, large sacks of rice and grain, various chests with all sorts of kind of rare spices and things, some cabinets containing cooking utensils, and like just various bits and bobs. This is just like a storage room, it seems like. There's another door to the left, however.
What kind of spices?
You can see that the cabinets over here, it seems to be like excess spices. So there's like bulk containers of things like dill and rosemary and, dried endives and things like that.
Okay, so ordinarily Salt would want to take a further look at this, but we do have a bit of a time constraint, so she will resist and approach the next door and listen first and then go through it if she doesn't hear anything.
Gotcha. You put your ear up to the door, and you don't hear anything right away, but just as you are about to just go ahead and push through the door, you hear those light footsteps again.
Uh-huh. Are they coming toward the door?
You see, or you hear rather, as they are kind of moving generally away from you, but it's only like 2 or 3 steps, like tap, tap, tap.
Okay. Did the voice that came into the library earlier sound like a child?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Well, crap. Salta Claus can't hurt the kids. Okay. Then,
But you can tell them to go to bed.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. And Salt will probably try to avoid the small child. Is there any chance that Salt could go like around the other way without the kid seeing her?
Yeah, as you step back into this other room, the kind of foyer-looking area, let me reveal that fully. Don't ignore these arrows for now. They don't apply to anything in this room. There we go.
Is Salt or is Bashnia still distracting the old man?
Yes, you can kind of hear their voices faintly in this general
Way
direction.
longer than we thought he would. Way longer than we thought he would.
Yeah. Okay. Then if the child is like right next to the back door, apparently for some reason, I suppose Salt will head over in this direction through these double doors.
It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you step through those double doors, you see a large and very elaborate dining area. Get the polygon reveal. You can see there is a massive, long dining table with tons of seats. There's huge portraits on the wall of people that look vaguely similar to the man you just spoke to at the front door, who bear a passing resemblance to him at least. Clearly relatives of the Blazewound family. And you can see that there is the remnants of a lavish meal on the table that have been sort of awkwardly collected into a pile for most likely servants or something to clean in the morning.
What kind of meal?
It looks like that they had roasted a ham and they had just a large array of various vegetables and things, and there was like pastries and tarts made, a fairly elaborate, like probably 4 or 5 course meal.
Okay, Salt is gonna grab some leftovers.
Nice. Yeah, you acquire some very nice leftovers.
Excellent. This is a good day. All right.
That lullaby.
Okay. So here's where it gets tricky. I suppose Salt will then head to the other double doors.
Gotcha. As you head to those double doors, and you listen, you don't hear any footsteps on the other side, so I assume you push through. And as you push through, you open the doors and find the kitchen. You can see that there is a pair of 3-burner wooden stoves over here, a pair of chests that seem to contain rare and elaborate ingredients, and there's also a cabinet containing knives, utensils, bowls, pans, plates, everything.
How's this place so empty?
Hmm?
This place is really empty.
Oh, well,
It's
there's
so
upstairs.
inefficient.
There's multiple
Pantry
stories.
is on the opposite side of the house.
Oh.
What is that about?
Wait, what?
The pantry is on the other side of the house.
Oh,
What
wait,
is
well,
that
so
about?
this is like the storage room, and then this is like the kitchen where like there's like basic spices and things, but then like the majority of stuff for long-term storage is over here.
Rich
But-
people have a
Okay,
different set of
well.
rules.
By the way, Violet,
Salt does not approve.
I assume if she heard the little feet coming from the room next to her, did I hear the little feet coming from the opposite of the wall I'm on?
I think you would have, yes.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
Loud feet.
All
But
right.
as you listen in on this side, I don't think you hear footsteps over here anymore.
You seen any servants around?
Not at the moment, but it is late in the evening. And this family is not like so wealthy that they would have like live-in servants, but they would have servants like that come from elsewhere to work for them.
They'd come in like twice a day or something to clean out the food, basically.
Basically, to cook and clean, yeah.
Okay. So do I hear anything on the other side of this door? Is
You-
the small child still there?
You do not hear anything, but you open this door. And as you look inside, you can see the back door over here. There's like some chests with what appears to be like rainy weather gear and some empty barrels and things that need to be cleaned and ready for reused. All sorts of things. This is kind of like a I guess a wet room. I guess some people would call it. It's like an area where you get ready to go out into the rain. But either way, you can see this door over here has been left open.
Ah, okay. All right, then I'm gonna try to real quick, fast, and real sneaky open the door for my friend over here who's been waiting patiently.
You run over, unlock the door, and you see Midrash standing just outside.
So she can finally see me, but I am still stealthed. I just want to be clear. Ah, finally. Whispering, of course. I don't know how long he's going to be able to keep that guy distracted. We got to search fast.
I mean, he's an excellent distractor, but I concur. Okay, so then I will fill him in real quick on what I have found so far. I have not found a staircase of any kind.
I passed by a shed, what I think is a shed, on the way here.
Okay. Sorry, Bashi is really good at this. Okay. So
It's okay.
if Bosnia is keeping the old man occupied at the front, I'm gonna assume this big open space here is where they kind of are. Like the old man would see us if we went there. So maybe the best bet is to check out the shed.
I just got inside.
Leave the door unlocked. Fair enough. Okay. Well, you're also super stealthy, so I guess you can try to sneak our way past while Boschnik continues to distract with his Captain Hammer impressions.
That's fair. Which room did you come out of?
So just now I came out of the kitchen, but I have been in there's a storage room over here with some spices that I didn't take a good look at because I was in a hurry. The dining room where I stole leftovers, the foyer, and the library, which had no secret passages. So these people suck.
Funny.
Yeah, but I did
I don't
find
know
a
a rich
key.
person who doesn't have a secret passage.
I think as you are
Right?
having this hushed conversation, you begin to hear small footsteps coming back from this room once again.
Okay,
Crap.
that's boogie.
We closed the door behind us, by the way.
As you close the door behind us, or behind you rather, you hear the footsteps move into this other room, and you hear that small child's voice say once again, "Hello, hello, is there a ghost here too? Hello, you can talk to me. It's fine." What do y'all do? Yes, you're a ghost, and we're very scary. Go back to bed. Woo.
I signaled to Salt, pointing to the other door for us to get out of this room.
I mean, we could, but maybe this kid knows something. The kid might be more willing to speak than the grown-up.
I'm not sure if you haven't looked at me, but kids don't warm up to me.
But I'm so pretty. I have wings.
Oh, yes.
I look
You
like
should
an
totally
angel
do that.
ghost. Okay, so how about Bashnia distracts the old man, I distract the child, you keep searching.
Word.
Can Crash see anything if the lights are off, though?
So there are. Sorry, what's that?
Better yet,
most of the rooms. Most of the rooms in the house, save for this central living room, have large stained glass windows, providing some illumination through moonlight. But this middle room is dark.
We just don't want him tripping over anything and letting the entire house know he's there.
Adrash, do you need a torch or anything?
Actually, I think I have dim vision as far as my character race goes, but not dark vision.
I don't think that's a thing in 5e, is it?
It's not? Maybe it was just 4E back in the day.
Oh yeah, Dragonborn do not have dark vision. They just have normal vision.
I'll probably have to just rely on the moonlight and stay hidden.
At the very least, your vision probably is 20/20, so you got that.
Yeah. Okay. So what do y'all do?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna wait for her to distract the kid. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way to the other door and
Okay.
try searching in the places that I assume she hasn't been in yet. Starting with this area.
With this room?
Yes.
Got you. This is the room that is dark. Do you have a light source of some kind?
I'm looking to see if I have a torch in my pouch or something. Let's see.
Lighting a torch will alert everyone that you're there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna forego the light and search as best as I can
Okay.
with my eyes.
Roll with disadvantage, perception check.
Oh, are these people humans, the owners of the house?
Yes, the family is a human family.
Although I guess they might have dark vision from their patron.
It's also nighttime, so it might just not illuminate their house at
You
night.
said with disadvantage, right?
Ooh, I guess they could.
Yes.
I guess it's a 9.
Ooh, okay. You feel around in the darkness for anything odd or out of the ordinary. And I think the only thing that you come across that really stands out is that there is a candlestick on a candle holder on this table here. If you have some way to light it, you might be able to use that.
I've got a fire breath, but
Seems like overkill.
can I just go and then just light it?
I'll allow it this once.
All right. I hold the.
Yay.
No. I have a tinderbox too. That should have like something I can light it with, right?
I'll for flavor purposes, I'll let you, instead of the tinderbox, just blow on it and light it.
I pick up the
'Cause
candle.
It's fun.
I hold it up to my lips, and I just go. Oh, I guess Papa Goblin would be proud of me. Lighting the
And
candle on flower.
you light the fire. And you see as a small, like maybe 10-foot radius around you is illuminated. You can see several couches, an elaborate rug on the floor, and you can see just barely a few very large paintings and tapestries on the walls around you. You can also see a pair of double doors to the south and a hallway to the east.
I take a closer look at the paintings at least.
Gotcha. The paintings all look to be members of this family. There's all little plaques with various names beneath them, all ending in the Blaze Wound last name, and they don't seem particularly odd, if a bit creepy.
Well, I know there's a little boy in the next room. I know that the dad is at the front door, and I know that his son is in the jail. Is there anyone that I don't particularly would recognize or that would stand out?
It seems like all of these paintings are like departed members of the family. You don't recognize any of these people. They all seem to be older, like previous generations of the Blaze Wound family.
Okay, I do make an attempt to memorize the names, if I can.
Okay, gotcha. Give me just one moment. Okay. In this room, the four ancestor members of the Blaze Wound family are Ondoth, Chedril, Malum, and Remy.
I'll try to remember that. I make my way to the door at the this end of the room.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to see if I can hear anyone on the other side.
It sounds fairly faint, but you can hear the conversation happening.
I'd like to
It
crack.
doesn't sound like it's right on the other side of the door, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'd like to crack open the door, like just lightly, so that I can see on the other side.
Okay. You crack open the door, and you can see there is like a kind of stairwell area in front of you. It doesn't appear to open immediately to the area that Bosnia is in. However, this pair of double doors in front of you, this has also been left open. And so you can hear the conversation through that door.
Man, that guy can really talk. I make my way to the. I try to sneak my way, still stealthed, to the stairway, the stairs.
A token of a different character of mine for this guy.
You hear through the doors gently, because it's from afar. And you'd be surprised. There are other drinks to have, but for some reason people still drink Bitini. No idea why.
Oh my gosh. Right. As you are in this stairwell area, you can see two symmetrical staircases lead up to an upper floor.
I head towards the one on the left.
Cool. All right, you make your way up the stairs. And I think let's pause for a minute because I have kind of neglected a little part of the party here for a little while. Let's see, Cassandra and Pyrakeen